It is New Year's Eve, and I am in Wurzburg, Germany, in a reconstructed, because it didn't survive World War II, very Baroque palace with the most magnificent stairway. Check out the decorations. Okay, funny thing, this is reminding me very much of being in a Capitol building in most of the states. I have been trying to learn the difference between Baroque and Rococo. And this would qualify as Rococo. I think I've got that one down. Light and fluffy, airy, and the top subject matters are less heavy-handed. It's showing people at play, not violent images. Lighter colors, brighter colors. So here is an example of Rococo, for those of you who might be curious. And if you're not curious, well, now you know it anyway. I took a look at this staircase from the wrong place. Now that's the place to see the staircase from.
Structure we are in right now for the whole visiting ceremony. This is the central part, since this is the place where the Prince Bishop and the guests come together. They meet at the doors, and then inside here, usually they had cards, shiny, very colorful, extraordinary, and to match that and to get both the room and the soldiers into a whole work of art, expensive and the most glamorous inside the palace. Starting from the floor, as I said, it's real marble, 250 years old. It's been cold, so I hope you're wearing good shoes. And to match that, on the walls, you can see those pillars. They look like marble, but they aren't. It's stucco, so it's the same material we have in the White Hall, but painted. Well, not really painted, but they painted it and pressed different layers into each other, so that it looks like marble. So it's stucco marble. And the normal stucco shop inside this room is covered in leaf gold. Everything is decorated with leaf gold. Pretty expensive, as I said. This room was the most expensive of them all. And it's the story of how the bishop became Prince Bishop. So the positions are switched right now. The emperor is sitting on his throne. The bishop is kneeling in front of him. And when he arises, he will become, or he will be the Prince Bishop. So this is the scene where he becomes the Duke of Franconia. Additionally to his job as Bishop of Wurzburg. So this is exactly the time in 1168 when the Prince Bishop, the first Prince Bishop, was elected. So there's a direct connection between the Emperor and the Prince Bishops, and they always had a direct connection. So when a Prince Bishop died, the land and title went back to the Emperor until the next Prince Bishop was elected, and then the Emperor gave the title and land back to the next, laying on the floor. So he is obviously part of the painting, but the weapon he's holding is obviously not. So it sticks about half a meter into that window. We are here, right there, and the parts connect at his wrist. So the hand is made out of stucco. We are up there. The hand is made out of stucco, and the spear is on that part of the wall.
The Emperor's room, the upper part, is really cool, but so is the marble floor. The first room off the Imperial Hall here is absolutely covered in very intense tapestries. Gotta love these palaces. The rooms always just go and go and go. We are now in the audience room. We still have lots of tapestries, but we also have more gold. Not all the gold is on the walls. Some of it is also on the writing desk. We are now in the red cabinet. I love how they call these rooms in the 1750s. A little room is a cabinet. It seems so cozy compared to the other rooms. Check out the ceiling in the red room. It has pine trees in it. You know, I don't think I would want my religious leader staring at me across the room from my bed. The ceiling in here is really amazing. The next, oh my. Okay, so that's guest room 1. The next room sort of feels like that feng shui. It's sort of following suit. Yes, the second guest room, also the tea room. Scary thing is, my bedroom set as a kid was white with gold trim. It's really hard to express how green and gold. I need to make a costume in this color scheme. Wow. In this case, looking up is good, but looking down, this inlaid floor. The floors all burned in World War II. These are all rebuilds. But they did a spectacular job of doing it. The chandelier is more Venetian glass. We're not allowed into the Prince's Hall, but doesn't that look like a really fun place to have a dance? I know this is gonna be a surprise, but a lot more tapestries and quite the stove. The tapestries in here are all very military. It's also wrapping around the corner. I don't see a seam there. Okay, this is an end of one. And then you get the corner with the stove because you wouldn't want tapestry behind the stove. And then a smaller piece. Also very military. Right. From the antechamber, we go through some amazing doors. Check out how deep the windows are set in too over here. That's the window. That's the wall. Next one is the bedroom. It doesn't have a bed in it anymore. I almost forgot to look up. The ceiling in here is rather interesting. Oh, this is cute. It is a bedroom after all, so they have a depiction of somebody sleeping. This room is like all mirrored. This one's bright. Another Murano chandelier. Oh, this is a surprise. This is the mirror cabinet. So this room, they're calling, this giant room covered in mirrors, very bright, they're calling a cabinet. For context, here is a photo that they have run up of the Allied bombings of the palace. So it wasn't rubbled like all the way to the ground, but they had a lot of work they had to do to redo things. Here's the front of the building. This is the front of the residence. That would have been the main entrance where the one carriage could fit in to turn around. Now for scale, this is all parking lot. We fit in a lot of cars out here.